Welcome back. You're watching News 15 today. I'm Alex Horsell.
And I'm Taylor Trichet. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning. It's a great Monday morning.
It is, but I have to say I had to chuckle a little bit when I walked outside. I'm like, now this is Louisiana weather.
Yeah,
just
great.
Humid. You can kind of like smell like salty air. I don't know. I just kind of laugh like, this is Louisiana weather.
Jamie's like, what?
I don't know. It just
salty air.
Like,
well,
we're not near
we are experiencing some dense sea fog this morning.
Maybe
so
that's it.
Maybe
that
you're smelling
it.
It's wafting in from the sea.
That could be it.
It could be. It could be. But yeah, it's Louisiana. We don't need saunas here. We have a nature sauna. It's nice. Taking a current look right now, I-10 at I-49. You can start to see some of that fog building in. So traffic's starting to pick up. If you're heading out on the roads this morning, allow yourself a few extra minutes because it's a foggy one. You see here at Ambassador Johnson as well, that fog really starting to build in a little bit. So taking a look at Doppler radar showing a lot of activity off to our north going through Arkansas. And this area was battered this weekend with some severe storms, even had some reports of some tornadoes. So they definitely don't need the extra rain right now. We also had some showers closer to home this morning. Taking a closer look, we had a thunderstorm near Marksville, and zooming in a little closer, that's starting to dissipate a good bit. So Ville Platte, you're not having to deal with that rain anymore. So that's the good news. The bad news is it's really foggy. We're down to 2 miles of visibility in Lafayette. We were at like 8 earlier, so it changes quickly. Down to 1 mile in Abbeville, 1 mile in Morgan City. So allow yourself some extra time. That dense fog advisory does go until 10 a.m. this morning. And temperatures right now, it is a warm morning. We're in the 70s right now in Lafayette, Breaux Bridge, and Opelousas, and in the 60s in New Iberia. What can you expect for the rest of the day and the week ahead? I'll let you know coming up a little bit later. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jamie. Well, a group of horses now being nursed back to health and their owner facing several charges. Deputies in Acadia Parish say while investigating reports of loose horses on Charlie Arsenault Road, they found 9 neglected horses. Now, 24-year-old Tremaine Marks was arrested and charged with 9 counts of animal cruelty. Those horses taken in by the St. Landry Parish Animal Control and Rescue. News 15's Whitney Good shows us how they're working to keep those horses alive.
They're at the bottom. Their body is at the point of giving up.
9 horses.
He's a rack of bones.
Visibly suffering.
Horses that have eaten the boards of the fence because that's all they had was wooden fence, no hay, standing in mud.
Now recovering at the St. Landry Parish Animal Control and Rescue. The team there assessing their conditions, describing them as on the brink of death.
When we body score, we're looking at 6 individual points to give you the best option. On all 6 points, these horses are pulling in at a 1, which says they're depleted.
The horses came from Acadia Parish, where the sheriff's office says they were being neglected at the hands of this man, 24-year-old Tremaine Marks. He is now charged with 9 counts of aggravated cruelty to animals and 3 counts of livestock at large. The horses have a long road ahead of them.
It's almost like we need 24-hour life support. Hay right now, we're going to keep them on a strong hay diet. These horses are way too poor to intake to a grain feed.
McKnight says they will work around the clock.
You know, we're all connected to the animals we take care of.
Helping as many as they can.
You love them. You love the animals. And if you don't answer that call, would it be answered?
In Opelousas, Whitney Good, News 15, focused on family and the community.
St. Landry Parish Animal Control and Rescue says they have already received some hay donations, but they are accepting more. They're also looking to raise money to help one of the horses get surgery that's likely to cost $3,000 to $5,000. If you would like to help out, we have more information for you on our website, k8dn.com. The St. Martin Parish Sheriff's Office says a 22-year-old St. Martinville woman is facing charges after her son got his hands on a loaded handgun and accidentally shot himself in the arm. Chelsea Wiltz is charged with illegal use of a weapon. She's also charged with obstruction for allegedly misleading investigators about how her son was wounded. The DeSoto Parish Sheriff's Office and State Fire Marshal deputies are investigating the discovery of a burned body. Now, deputies say the remains were discovered in Frierson, which is a half-hour south of Shreveport. As of now, authorities are suspecting homicide.
Well, the National Weather Service confirms 3 tornadoes touched down in northwest Louisiana on Saturday. Some of the damage here in Plain Dealing in Bossier Parish. The sheriff confirming significant structural damage, including several barns and a well house. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported. The utility companies report that about 353 customers in Bossier Parish lost power. A longtime resident says he's never seen a storm this severe in the area.
I've been here off and on for 81 years, and I've never seen anything like this. A little bit of wind damage from time to time, but nothing like this.
In a related story, possible tornadoes tore across northwest Louisiana today, causing widespread damage. This video is from the small town of Mira, where residents say a tornado touched down, knocking down numerous trees. And nearby Spring Hill, police say a possible tornado tore throughout the middle of town, damaging buildings. There have been no reports of injuries. Well, a suspect is in custody after a student was shot on the campus of Grambling State University. The suspect has been identified as a 20-year-old man from Baldwin, Louisiana. The university says it got the call from campus police just before 9 a.m. of an incident at Mary McLeod Bethune dorm. The student had invited his non-student friend over when the gun went off inside the dormitory. The student was reportedly shot in the leg and is being treated for non-threatening injuries.
We've spoken to the district attorney's office, and we've expressed our interest in an aggressive approach to this case, and we continue to encourage them not to invite non-students onto the campus.
Now the investigation is ongoing.
In North Louisiana, a federal appeals court this week sided with a lower court in granting local government in Caddo Parish the right to decide what to do with a Confederate monument that has stood on the parish courthouse grounds for about a century. Now, the Caddo Parish Commission voted nearly a year ago to remove the monument, but the United Daughters of the Confederacy sued, claiming it owned the land the monument stands on. A federal judge and federal appeals court have now ruled against the UDC.
In the meantime, 370 miles northeast in Oxford, Mississippi, student government at the University of Mississippi voted unanimously this week to remove a Confederate monument donated to the campus in 1906 by the United Daughters of the Confederacy. The vote is mostly symbolic. The university administration will make the ultimate decision on the monument's fate.
It's a warm one this morning. If you're heading to the bus stop with the kiddos, it's going to be foggy. We're looking at temperatures near 70 during first bell and last bell in the mid to upper 70s. You can definitely wear the short sleeves this morning. And your day planner going through this morning, gonna warm up gradually by noon. We should be in the mid 70s, under a 20% chance of rain. And today we're looking at highs near 80. It's going to be a muggy one as well. What can you expect for the rest of the day and the week ahead? I'll let you know coming up in my full forecast. That's right after the break. You're watching News 15 Today.